Hello, and welcome to the Community IT Innovators Technology Topics Podcast, where we discuss nonprofit technology, cybersecurity, tech project implementation, strategic planning, and nonprofit IT careers. Find us at communityit.com.
Welcome to the Community IT Innovators Voices series. My name is Carolyn Woodard, and I'm the Director of Outreach and Marketing for Community IT. And I'm very happy today to be here interviewing Rivel. So Rivel, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Caroline. My name is Rivel Koulle, but I prefer to be pronounced Koulle because it's cooler. And I'm from Cameroun. I've been in the US for 8 years now, and I've been working at Community IT for 3 years and a half. And so my position at Community IT is Help Desk Analyst.
That was going to be my next question is, what is your job title and what do you do on a typical day?
Yes, so like I said, my job title is Help Desk Analyst. And so on a typical day, I just answer the phones. So I help clients over the phones for any computer issues that they have. And I also vet the board and distribute tickets to my colleagues. And I do that within every hour of the day. And I'm also on the chat support, so I assist client that goes to our website and chats about the issue that they have. So those tickets comes to me and then I assist them.
So you work on the help desk?
Yes, that's correct.
So what's something about your job that you really love?
So one thing I really love about my job is the fact that I get to work from home. And so I get to save on gas. And also, there is even though I am at home, I still benefit the support from all my peers at Community IT. So if I get stuck on an issue that is too complicated for me, I can go ahead and submit a help on the support chat. So those are the things I really love about my job.
So I think probably a lot of people have interacted with a help desk or IT support in the past and maybe have some ideas about what that job is like, of maybe people yell at you a lot or it's difficult to get the support that they need. So is there something about your job as the help desk and helping our clients that is different than you thought it was going to be? And what is that?
Yes. When I first joined the help desk, because I was first on the on-site support, and on the on-site support, you have almost unlimited time to troubleshoot people issues, But on the help desk, I found that we cannot stay too long on the call with a client because we have so many calls coming in, and so we have limited time. And so for me, that has been a challenge in the first couple of months because I had to really kind of rush to get what the issue is and find a solution a little bit quickly. But over time, I get the hang of it. So that's something I would say is different about the help desk. We have limited time to troubleshoot issues.
I think also just from talking to you, you might be somebody who enjoys talking to people. And so sometimes it can be hard to have to stop talking to them and move on to another
True. Yeah. Sometimes when you get those kind of clients or users that are really warm and you just want to talk to them forever on the phone, but you can't. You have to move on. So yeah.
But of course, that helps the other people who are waiting on the phone to get this. You have to move to them. So you said that you worked with Community IT for about 3.5 years. So do you remember when you applied to Community IT and what made you how did you find out about the job opening, and what made you decide you were going to do it? You were going to apply?
So I found out about community IT. I would like to say that community found out about me because I was taking some classes at Carlos Rosario, and community IT was in collaboration with that school. So I was taking IT classes over there, and we got introduced to community IT, that they were looking for, hiring no entry-level people, entry-level technicians. And so that's how I found out about community IT. And then I decided to apply for the job because one of the things that made me really want to apply for the job was Johan visit to us. So he came one day to school, and we had like a conversation, and I saw that he was really a humble person, down to earth person, and I said to myself, I would like to have that man as my boss. He's very chill, he's very cool. So it would be great working for him. Yeah.
I don't think you're the only person at Community IT who has that feeling. So we were talking a little earlier about how you got training and certification, and what kind of training there was when you joined Community IT after taking some IT classes. So could you talk a little bit about that? Like, what kind of support do you have at Community IT when you join as an employee?
So I just got my A+ certification from the classes I was taking. So I really, so like the orientation with people's like Rick, Williams, really helped me build up my confidence to troubleshoot issues, and also their knowledge, because they're very knowledgeable about what they do. And even David Dawson, even though it's remote, I was on the phone with him like almost every time. So I really benefit from their knowledge and support.
I think that's something I've heard from many of the interviews, is what a warm and supportive environment Community IT is on the different teams.
Yeah.
So do you have a sense of what made you a good fit for Community IT? You said that Community IT kind of found you. So was there something about like your personality or what you were interested in that made you a really good fit?
I'm not really sure. I would say that maybe my my quiet personality, and also my resilience, because my resilient personality, because as I said, I didn't know anything about IT. I just learned about it, and so it was very new to me. So I was pushing myself to really get the hang of it, to understand it, to be more efficient about troubleshooting. So I guess those are the traits, the characteristics that got me hired, and also my desire to improve and become better.
I think that makes sense. I think that I've heard other people say that to work at Community IT, you have to have a kind of creativity and a willingness to, the technology is always changing, and the situations that you're assisting with are always changing. So you have to be able to be flexible and maybe a self-teaching or self-learning person. So if you could give somebody else some advice on having a career in technology, or working with nonprofit technology, or working at a place like Community IT, do you have any advice, like what certifications should they get, and how can they find out about this type of a job?
So I would say that they should definitely get the 3 bigs for CompTIA certification, the A+, the Network Plus, and the Security Plus, because that's going to be a really good foundation for any kind of IT job they apply. So yeah, definitely get those 3 certifications down, and you will be good to go.
Do you have any advice for anyone who might be in an IT job now and is not finding a lot of mentorship or support, or, where can you go to talk about your career, or who do you talk about your career with?
So I think I'm very blessed to be a community IT because I can talk with my peers about anything IT related. So I go to David Dawson, to William, to Omar, to everybody to get just mentorship, advices on IT. And so I would advise any person that wants to get into IT to find those people, those very knowledgeable people, experienced people, to talk with them so that they can benefit from their experience and knowledge.
That makes sense. You said that you took classes at Carlos Rosario School. What made you apply there, and how did you find out about that?
So I found about Carlos Rosario by one of my friends. So I initially went to Carlos Rosario to improve my English. So I went there to take English classes. So after that, I decided to get into IT. So I started taking classes, IT classes over there as well.
That sounds like great advice. So you said earlier that you were from Cameroon originally, and Carlos Rosario School is in DC. So do you mind telling us a little bit about your journey and how you came to DC and why, you wanted to end up in DC?
So my father is the one who made us come here to join him. And so he was already living in DC. And so once we got there from Cameroon to New York to here in DC, we just lived here. And also because DC has a lot of advantages, like for health benefits or for jobs. The minimum wage here is higher than everywhere. So that's why we kind of choose to stay in this way.
That makes sense. Of course, a lot of the costs are a lot higher too. But
True.
Is there a big Cameroonian, is there a community here from Cameroon?
Yes, there's a community here for Cameroon, but it's mostly in Maryland. But there are some here in DC too.
And do you have a lot of your peers in that community that go into IT, or do you think you're a little unusual?
Oh, no. Like a lot of people from my country are into IT. So a lot of people work there in that field.
That makes sense. So then you have some more support as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was such a pleasure to talk with you today, Rivel. I learned so much about you, and thank you so much for sharing your ideas and advice and telling us about your job.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Caroline. It was a pleasure.
Community IT does these free webinars and podcasts for our community, and we love sharing our knowledge and experience. If you have more questions or are having trouble with your IT at your nonprofit, please get in touch with us on our website, www.communityit.com, so we can start a conversation or schedule an assessment. Downloading any of our free resources there will get you signed up for our webinar reminders, and you can attend our next webinar in real time and ask our experts your own questions. If you love podcasts, please subscribe and leave us a rating to help others find this leadership resource for nonprofits.